Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at the Rouses Point Rec Center ball field on this Tuesday evening All-Star night. It's July 2nd, 1988. Major League All-Star game is going on in about 2 hours time. And we're here taping Peewee baseball. Today the Northeastern area team will be hosting the Beekmantown Youth Commission Club. Team in red is the Champlain Rouses Point team. Beekmantown will be the team in blue. Leading off for Beekmantown will be that's for Champlain. Will be Jason Constantine, he's the third baseman. He'll be followed by Scott Denny, the shortstop, Troy Simmons, the pitcher, Danny Enhelder, the catcher, Eddie Sanchez, the first baseman, John Brewer at second, Corey Lund, the center fielder, Jason Ormsby in left field, and Matt Kreitzer in right field. Beekmantown comes in here with a 3-1 record. They're coached by Alan Simmons. Champlain Rouses Point also has a 3-run record. They're coached by Dean Trombley, Debbie Trombley, and Mike Fay. Their defensive positions will be John Racine on the pitching rubber. Behind the plate will be Peter Seymour. At first base, Eric Willett. Second base, Brad Juno. Shortstop, Tim Fay. Third base, Nolan Oakes. Left field, Tyler Gadway. Center field, Tim LeCount. And right field, Chad Dutel. Umpires tonight, Wes True behind the plate. Lenny L.P. Bayshard on the bases. And we're going to be set here for the opening pitch of the ball game. Pitch from Racine's in there, called strike one.
Okay, come on, Jason, just get ahead. Come on.
Foul back, strike two. So Racine has two quick strikes on the batter.
Now you're on deck.
Foul down the right field line.
Straighten it out just a little bit more, Jake.
Repeat of the 0-2 count. This pitch, it's in there for ball. Ball one, 1-2 the count. Ball two, high, 2-2. Temperature 79 degrees at game time. Very pleasant evening. Ball three. After getting two quick strikes, Racine works into a full count. In tight, ball four. So the lead batter, Jason Constantine, is on. This will bring up Scott Denny with Troy Simmons on deck. Foul back, strike one.
Good swing, Scott.
Ball 1-1. A grounder, Racine goes to first. Had to play at second. Didn't look at the runner at all. Threw directly to first base. Should have checked that runner. So the infield out moves the base runner up and brings up Troy Simmons. Simmons hits the first pitch, a base hit into center field. Gets away in center. He's going to score at least one run. He'll have at least three. Here's the throw. He's going to be held. The ball gets out of play. Still in play. There'll be no throw. So 2 runs crossed, Danny Enhelder. The batter swings and misses, strike one. 1-1 to count on him. We'll credit Simmons with a triple. Extra base on the overthrow at third. 2-1 pitch, high, ball 3. Ball 4. Misses the outside corner.
Brewer, you're on deck.
Puts the cleanup batter on.
John Brewer.
And it brings up
You're on deck.
the first baseman, Eddie Sanchez, with John Brewer on deck. And the pitch. Low, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Strike. Swinging, I believe that was a 3-0 pitch.
Hey, Eddie, you gotta time that. Time it.
I think that was a 3-0 pitch he swung at. That's ball 4. We're seeing having a little trouble finding the plate at the moment. It's coming up John Brewer, the second baseman, with Corey Lunn on deck. 1 out. 2 runs across thus far for Beekmantown. And they are threatening here again in the top of the first inning. Strike. I'll even the count. 1-1.
Come on, John, just like you practiced last night. Get that ball bat around there and snap it. Come on.
Ball. Ball.
There you go.
On the ground, short. Throw to third, gonna get away. It goes out of play. Goes out of play. Goes out of play.
Yeah, I know, but Eddie almost overran him.
Well, the runners get 2 bases. We have runners at second and third.
Jason Ormsby, you're on deck.
And it brings up Corey Lunn with Jason Ormsby moving into the on-deck circle. First base is open. Strike 1.
Corey, come on. Come on, Corey. Pull that trigger.
3 runs across here for Beekmantown in the first. Strike 2.
Hey, come on, Corey. Come on. Just like practice. Just like practice. Come on.
Well, ball 2. 2-2.
You wait for those, Eddie.
Ball 3, they'll fill the count. 3-2. First base is open. 3 runs across for Beekmantown. 1 out. Ball 4. That'll load him up. Brings up Jason Ormsby with Matt Kreitzer moving into the on-deck circle. Batter number 8 this inning. Strike 1 from Racine.
Anything on the ground, John. Go.
1-1.
Oh, look at him. He just kind of sat down.
Strike 2.
Good cut.
He looks so
Get your head in there, Jason.
Ball 2. Ball gets away at the plate. And another run score. That's run number 4.
Heads up, heads up. Way to go.
Everybody moves up. So we have runners at second and third on that pitch that got away. Ball 4. That'll load him up again. And bring up Matt Kreitzer with the top of the order to follow. So it's turning into a long top half of the first here for Champlain Rouses Point. Ball gets away. Runner will be in there easily. And we're going to have a conference at the pitching rubber. Coach Dean Trombley has seen enough.
I scored. Jason scored off mine.
There's a strike. Ball. 1-1. Ball 2. 2-1 to count. Bases loaded. A walk would score another run. Strike 2, even to count at 2-2.
Knees to the armpits. Come on, anything in there. Come on. Snap those wrists around.
Popped up. Nice catch at first.
Walk him back. Walk it back. That's it.
2 down. Popped up down the first base line. Nice grab by Willett. So that'll be it for Beekmantown in the top of the first. They score, I believe, 4 or maybe 5. We'll check on that as we go to the bottom of the first.
Come on, guys, hold them.
Get these gloves.
Bottom of the first, 5-0 the score. Beekmantown in the lead with Champlain Rouses Point coming to bat. Leading off will be Tim LeCount. He'll be followed by Tim Fay, Eric Willett, John Racine, Nolan Oakes, Peter Seymour, Tyler Gadway, Brad Juno, and Chad Dutil. On the pitching rubber, Troy Simmons. In tight, ball 1. We'll guess that he's probably related to the Beekmantown coach, Alan Simmons. Behind the plate is Danny Enhelder. At first base, Eddie Sanchez. Strike 1-1. Second base, John Brewer. Shortstop, Scott Denny. Third base, John Constantine. Left field, Jason Ormsby. Center field, Corey Lund. Strike 2. And in right field, Matt Kreitzer. Both teams, as we said at the top, come in here with 3-1 record. Strike 3. LeCount is out looking. Simmons looks like he's got something on the ball. He can fire it. This will bring up Tim Fay, the shortstop. Simmons winds, delivers. Foul back, strike 1. Strike 2. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Simmons registers his second strikeout, bring up the first baseman, Eric Willett. He's going to bat from the left side.
Back up. Way up. John Brewer, get ready.
Strike 1.
Matt Kreitzer, back up more.
It's one thing to be able to fire the ball, but this lefty not only can fire it, he has good control, misses low and outside. 1-1. Popped up. Simmons calls for it at first. 3 up, 3 down for Champlain Rouses Point. And after 1 full, it's Beekmantown 5 and Champlain Rouses Point nothing. Ball 1 to lead off the top of the second. Troy Simmons, no, this is Scott Denny. Scott Denny, the batter. Ball. Alan Racine has come in to pitch for John Racine. There's a strike. Strike 2. Even the count, 2-2. Fouled. Keeps the count even at 2-2. Popped up. Out of play. Strike 3 at knees. Anything that close, you have to be swinging at. Then he goes out to swing up Troy Simmons, the pitcher. He tripled his first time up.
Left-hander.
Pops it up. The shortstop, Fay, calling for it. And Tim Fay pulls it down. 2 outs. And it brings up Danny Enhelder, the catcher.
I don't know for sure, but the guy down here had one.
Ball.
Come on, Alan. Go down now. Go down, guys.
Ball. The right field gets in there. The extra bases, he'll stop at 2. Oh, Enhelder with a nicely hit ball. And it brings up Eddie Sanchez, the first baseman. We're seeing Wines, delivers, strike 1. Strike 2.
Okay, come on, Eddie. Just beat the ball. Get it.
One more, Alan. One more. Come on, one more, Alan. Go on, Eddie.
Strike 3, swinging. Well, good inning defensively there for Champlain Rouses Point. Nothing across for Beekmantown, and after an inning and a half, it's Beekmantown 5 and Northeast and Champlain Rouses Point nothing. It'll be Alan Racine, Nolan Oakes, and Peter Seymour with Tyler Gadway in the hole to face Simmons here in the bottom of the second. Champlain Rouses Point looking for their first base runner. There's a strike.
Okay. What I said now. Timing.
Strike 2. Strike 3. Alan Racine goes down looking, didn't swing his bat, just looked at 3 pitches. And Nolan Oakes, the batter. Good lesson to learn young if it's close. Protect that plate. Nolan Oakes. That one ball outside. This is Peewee baseball. Fouls it. 1-1.
Level up on 1.
Way high, ball 2.
Very down, Troy. Come on. Out of the knees. Remember.
Ball 3 in tight. 3-1.
Very down the middle, Troy. Come on. Come on. 3-1. It's got to be good now. It's got to be good.
Simmons winds, delivers. Strike 2 swinging. That'll fill the count. 3-2.
He don't want to lose you. He's going to come to you now. Roll count, Troy. Come on. Roll one right down the middle.
In the dirt. Ball 4. Oaks will draw a walk. He'll be the first Champlain Rouses Point base runner. And I bring up Peter Seymour, the catcher.
Hey guys, one down. Alright, Peter now. Some more. Ball outside.
Outside, ball 1. Oaks dancing off first.
Boy, back up second now.
Fake gets away.
Hold on to it, Danny.
Oaks will be in easily at second.
Good cut. Move the batter, Pete. Move the runner. Forget it.
Way high.
Second baseman, get over
Get it back to the pitcher. Get it back to the pitcher. All right, he's walking. All right, Peter, eye on the ball now. Eye on the ball. Get ready. The mic now, Nolan. Ball outside.
Outside. 3-1 to count.
Gotta come to you now, Pete. Gotta come to you. Ball 4.
Ball 4. He misses. That puts runners at first and second, and Tyler Gadway, the batter, with Brad Juno on deck.
Keep that runner close to second. Double flat.
High, ball 1.
No, you got him. He's out.
What?
Safe. Safe at third. Oaks had no choice but to run. Seymour had seen Oaks break for third, and he ran heads down into second.
Okay, come on, Troy.
And
Come on.
with Seymour steaming into second, Oaks had no choice but to go to third, otherwise it would have been an automatic out, and he just barely made it, slipped under the tag. Pitch to Gadway, in tight.
Calm down, Danny.
Get the runner, Danny. All right, remember you got to cover home on a pass ball.
There's a strike.
One more, come on. Come on, Troy, right down the middle. Come on.
Strike 3. Might have been a little bit out of the strike zone, but close enough to swing at, I think. 2 outs, Brad Juno, the batter, with Chad Detail on deck.
Time up.
And Alan Simmons going to go out to talk to his son, Troy. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 5-0 Beekmantown leading Champlain Rouses Point here in the bottom of the second. A scheduled 6-inning ball game. Juno, the number 8 man in the batting order. He looks at strike 1. Strike 2, says umpire West True.
Right in there, Troy.
So Simmons in the driver's seat, no balls, 2 strikes. Juno's gonna have to protect that plate. Here's the pitch. In tight, ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So nothing across for Champlain, Rouses Point. After 2 full, the score holds at Beekmantown 5 and Champlain, Rouses Point nothing. John Brewer will lead off the 3rd inning. Swing and miss, strike 1. His team leading 5-0. Alan Racine winds, delivers, low ball, 1-1. Couple of defensive changes for Champlain Rouses Point. David Price has gone into play center field, replacing Tim LeCount, and Lane Trombley has gone to right field, ball 2, replacing Chad Dutel. Ball.
Come on, John.
Ball 4. Brewer walks, and it brings up Corey Lunn, the center fielder. Ball. Brewer will have second easily. There's a strike.
Come on, Troy, come on. I did practice last night.
Like 2. Strike 3. So Lund goes down looking. That would look to be a little bit high, but umpire Truce thought it was a strike, so it's an out, 1 out, and Jason Armsby, the batter, with Matt Kreitzer on deck. Check swing back to the pitcher. Racine throws to Willett, fire to third. Oaks with a nice grab.
Good sacrifice.
And Brewer moves up to third, 2 outs. And Matt Kreitzer, the batter, with the top of the order to follow. Strike on the inside corner. One and 1.
You don't usually go.
Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 strikes, Matt. Anything in that strike zone, you hit it.
And a pitch. Strike 3, swinging. So Alan Racine has done a good job since coming in the second, and he has not allowed a run thus far. After 2.5, we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd with Beekmantown leading 5-0. And to take us the rest of the way will be Sam Castine.
Nice level swings, Eye on the ball.
Bottom of the 3rd, the leadoff batter, Lane Trombley. Takes first pitch, strike 1. Little bouncer foul. Strike 2, Trombley. Trombley's in replacing Chad Dutil, right field. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Okay, Troy.
Brings up David Price, the center fielder. Price is replacing Tim LeCount. Takes the first pitch, strike 1. This Troy Simmons seems to have his stuff under control. Ball. He's talking with his father, and he says he's been working with his boy since he was 3 years old. In the first game he pitched, he struck out 17 batters. Strike 2. Strike 2 on Price.
One more. Come on.
Strike 3. 2 away. Brings up the shortstop, Tim Fay. And a 5-0 ball game. Beekmantown leading. Hit by Fay to the pitcher. Play at first in time. I'll retire the side. So after 3 complete innings played, the score remains Beekmantown 5, Rouses Point Champlain nothing. Jason Constantine, third baseman batting, takes first pitch for strike 1. Strike 2. Top of the 4th. Ball, 2-1. Or 1-2 rather. Ball, 2-2. Scene fires, strike 3. Brings up the shortstop, Scott Denny. Denny takes the first pitch high. Strike, 1-1. Foul out of play, strike 2.
Left hand, no.
Ball, 2-2. Hit down to the short baseman, shortstop rather, play it first in time. 2 away. Brings up the pitcher, Troy Simmons. For Beekmantown, 2 away. The top of the 4th. Strike 1. Alan Racine doing a good job of holding the score down. Ball, 1-1. Scene to the windup, the delivery. Foul ball down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Simmons. Ball, 2-2.
Come on, Troy.
Get it to you now.
Simmons lifts one out past down first base line. It'll drop in there, I believe, for a base hit. It does. Brings up Danny and Helder. It's the first one, strike one.
Pull your head down. Come on, you still got 2 down.
Right back, Scott. Right back down.
Come on, you got 2 down.
Head down. Keep your head down.
Get this back down. Come on.
Ball, 1-1.
Get the base hit. No, I'm not.
Stay at him now. Stay at him now.
Ball 2.
No throw. Just take it.
They'll go to second on a wild pitch. Wasn't really a wild pitch, just get away from the catcher. Hit him. He'll take a base. Puts runners first and second. Brings up the first baseman, Eddie Sanchez.
Think about it now. Come on, Angel. Let's get out of here.
Hey, right.
Strike one on Sanchez. Ball, 1-1. There's a high hit down behind the first baseline. Nice catch to retire the side. So after 3.5 innings played, their score remains Beekmantown 5, Rouses Point Champlain nothing. Bottom half of the fourth. Eddie Sanchez is now coming in to pitch Beekmantown. First pitch, strike one. Sanchez and Simmons have switched positions. Simmons is now on first and Sanchez is pitching. Well, outside, ball, 1-1. On the batter, Eric Willett. Strike two.
Good cut.
Hey, guys, get ready. Come on. I want that out of first base. Come on.
Ball.
Okay, come on, Eddie.
Come in, Eddie. Come into you.
Way ahead of it.
2-1. It's a nice hit, but foul.
My mom.
Hey.
Time called by the ump.
Play ball. Get ready, guys. Get ready. Come on. Catch anything comes to you.
Ball.
Come on, Angel.
2-2, I believe the count is now.
Eye on the ball.
Count, Eric. Got to be there. There, you give it a right.
Sanchez in a windup. The delivery. High. Oh, that's ball 4. He walks him. Brings up the pitcher, Alan Racine. Ball 1. Ball gets away from the catcher. Well, that moves to second on that. Racine hits one out past second. Looks like Champlain Rouses Point will score one. Racine's on with a double. Champlain has scored. Score is now 5-1 in the bottom half of the fourth. Brings up Nolan Oakes, a third baseman.
Your pitch, Nolan. Relax up there, big fella.
Runner on second.
Get that out of first base, guys. See, right.
Strike one. Strike two.
Good target, Danny. Get it down low. Get it down low.
Down past the third baseman and shortstop. They'll be in there. Champlain will score another one. 5-2 ball game. Oaks on with a single. Brings up Peter Seymour. Seymour is no longer catching. He has moved to second base. And we've got Scott Post doing the catching now for Champlain Rouses Point team. High foul out of play, strike one. I don't believe there's any outs yet in this inning. Low high, ball, 1-1. Play down at second, not in time. Oaks steals second.
You shut up, Danny.
Strike. Strike two.
Big bat now, big bat.
And Seymour. Strike three.
No problem.
One away. Oaks was thinking of stealing, but got put out.
Good throw, Danny. Way to go.
There you go.
Well, that's two away.
Good tag, Danny. Good
Brings
throw,
up
good throw.
another new player, the left fielder, Andy Young.
Come on, Andy. Get it going for us, Andy.
Right down the middle. Come on, Eddie. Right down the middle.
Strike one on Young. Strike two.
Eye on the ball, eye on the ball.
Strike three, struck him out. So Champlain Rouses Point picks himself up a couple of runs. So after 4 complete innings played, the score is Beekmantown 5, Champlain Rouses Point 2. Top of the 5th. While I was getting some batting orders, they started the game. But anyways, this is Sean LeDuc, second baseman. Sean's got 2 strikes on him. Strike 3. Racine doing a real good job since he come in. He's held the team down from scoring. Got Matt Corkley. Or Coakley. Coakley. Matt takes the first pitch for strike 1.
Come on, Matt Coakley. Matt Coakley,
The delivered by Racine. Little high, ball, 1-1. Strike. 1-2.
Hey, are you going to take the All-Star game on us? Eddie, are you using the Easter? Combat, not boom bat. Right here, move the ball.
Ball inside.
Inside. Ball.
Matt, come on!
Foul. Strike 2. I believe the count is 2-2. Foul ball. Count remains, I believe, 2-2. We're in the top of the 5th here. Strike 3. 2 away. Brings up the left fielder, Eddie Pelkey. Ball 1, Pelkey. Strike 1-1. Strike 2. Racine really firing him in there. Ball. Strike 3, caught him looking. So after 4.5 complete innings, the score, Beekmantown 5, Rouses Point, Champlain 2. We have some changes made by Rouses Point, Champlain. The last inning, they'd taken Peter Seymour out. It was Jamie Pottery that had batted. He is now playing second base. The leadoff batter this inning will be Scott Post, who's now catching.
Little single now, little single.
Bottom of the 5th. Scott Post, the catcher right there. Ball 1. Sanchez is now on the mound for Beekmantown. Both runs have been off Sanchez. Simmons pitched a perfect game there. Hit to the outfield. It's dropping in there for a base hit. He's going all the way. And he did it, a home run for Scott Post. A 5-3 ball game now, in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Lane Tremblay, the right fielder.
Alright, Lane, eye on the ball now, Lane.
All right now, George to second base, second base.
Nice little single.
George to Scott, touch second base. Touch second. Okay. I didn't see it. You guys want to call it.
Pitch to Tremblay, strike 1. Fouled off.
Wait for it now, wait for it. You're way in front. Same swing, same pitch. Wait for it, be patient.
Ball. 1-1 on Tremblay.
Give me yours.
Strike 2.
Good pitch.
One more.
Struck him out. 1 away. Brings up
Eye on the ball now,
the
Brian.
leadoff man, Brian Gregory.
Eye on the ball, Brian.
Strike 1 on Gregory. Gregory's now in center field, replacing Tim LeCount.
Hey, Brian. You can do it now. You're eye on the ball, Brian.
Strike 2.
And I love the way he does.
Gregory connects with it. Throw it first. In time, he's out. Brings up the shortstop, Tim Fay. In a 5-3 ball game after a home run by Scott Post, the catcher. There's a nice high hit by Fay, but it's going out there and it's caught. That'll end the inning, so after 5 complete, score is Beekmantown 5, Champlain Rouses Point 3. Top of the 6. Champlain Rouses Point has another change. They've taken Alan Racine out as pitcher and they've put in Nolan Oakes for the last inning. Oakes was playing third. John Racine is back into the game playing third now. Okay, Jamie Dervage is up for Beekmantown. Jamie's playing right field. Oakes deliveries in there for a strike. Strike 2. 2 quick strikes by Oakes. Alan Racine did a wonderful job in there. No runs off from him. Ball, 1 and 2. Strike 3. Dervage was caught swinging.
Come on, let's work hard.
Jason Constantine, the third baseman, now up. John Constantine, the batter. For Beekmantown, the third baseman, takes the first pitch from Oakes. A little high, ball 1. Ball 2. Strike. Took a high strike. Inside. Ball. Pop, but going foul, I believe, and nobody will get to it. Strike 3, get him looking. Brings up the shortstop, Scott Denny. Two down on top of the 6. Strike 1. Oakes firing him in there. Strike 2. Pop up. Called by the second baseman for the out, so that'll end the inning. So after 5.5, the score remains Beekmantown 5, Rouses Point Champlain 3. Bottom of the 6, Eric Willett, the first baseman, leading off for Rouses Point Champlain. Sanchez still on the mound. Willett takes the first pitch, drives it out there past second. He'll be in there with a base hit. Brings up John Racine, the third baseman now. Ball 1. Willett with a lead off first. All 3 runs have been scored off Sanchez. Ball gets by the catchers. Willett on second. He's going to third. Tie and run at the plate with John Racine. The bottom of the 6th.
All right, John, put it in play.
Strike.
Come on, guys, let's go! Don't let me breathe first.
Strike 2 on Racine.
Eye on the ball. Like on the Ghostbusters, where they have those farther eyes, part of those bodies.
Little high, ball. Strike 3. Caught Racine looking. Brings up the now pitcher, Nolan Oakes. He's been playing third, but he's pitcher at the moment. It's the first pitch for ball 1. 1 out, 1 on. Oakes hits one down to third baseman. Play at first. Not in time. Well, let's score it in the play. It's now a 5-4 ball game. And the batter, Jeremy Pautry. The tie-in runs on first. One out. Rouses Point Champlain now down by 1. Pautry represents the winning run.
Stand behind the cage.
Foul out of play, strike 1. Strike 2. The pitch. Little high, ball. Hit him. That puts runners first and second. 1 out. Steve Hansen now the batter.
Patient batter. Make him throw your strikes.
Strike 1 on Hansen. Ball 1-1. Runners first and second. 1 out. They're down by 1. Strike 2 on Hansen. As the runners lead off.
Come on, Steve. Eye on the ball. Eye on the ball.
Ball 2-2.
Be a swinger now, Steve. Put it in play.
Ball 3. Full count on Hansen. No time for another ball. That'll load the bases. Full count. Pitch to Hansen. Ball 4. He walked him. That'll load the bases. Champlain Rouses Point now threatening. Batter now is Post. Scott Post, the catcher. I believe Post hit the home run the last time up there. Pitch to Post. Strike 1. Down by Post. That's in there for a base hit. I believe this is going to be it. That's it. That's the ball game. 6-5. They just scored 2 runs to end the ball game. That's it. What a game this turned out to be after trailing 5-0. For 3 innings, Champlain Rouses Point come ahead and won it in the bottom of the 6th in a 6-5 score. Well, that'll wrap it up here tonight at the Rec Center in Rouses Point, with Champlain Rouses Point winning it by a score of 6-5 in the bottom of the 6th.
Alright, Scott. I know. Clutch it. Oh, wait, that was a straight from my life. One clip that held him.
Les rebels déchargent sur eux autres. À ce temps-là, lui a donné l'ordre d'arrêter de tirer, de mettre la baïonnette et le Champlain. Alors, je suppose que vous avez déjà vu quelqu'un s'entraîner en tout temps avec vous, devant vous, avec un grand fusil, de baïonnette au bout. Je l'ai vu dans l'entraînement que j'ai eu l'occasion d'aller en train. C'était juste l'entraînement. C'était une expression que vous sortez de ces points encore pour le faire. Je vous garantis que c'est quelque chose à voir. Alors, okay, if I can have your attention. As you notice there, on both sides, there's 3 numbers. There's number 195, 165, and 150. I put just numbers like that because, you see, numbers are bilingual. So they won't offend. They won't. But the 195 number is because with it, along with the other numbers, is because it's all pertaining to Oral Town, one way or the other. But 195, that is to establish that the first family of the Odells coming from the United States to Canada, for documentation that I will read to you later on, that they arrived here 195 years ago. 165 years ago, as you all know, this church was built. And at the same time, saying that the Odells are quite involved in Old Town. The stone house where Robert Boyce owns now, about a mile and a half south of here. That stone house was also built in 1823, so it is 165 years also. The 150, that is for the battle of the rebellion of 1838. So for a few minutes there I will talk on the subject of